I just want to say real quick, sorry my voice sounds a little bit weird, listeners. I'm using my phone because my computer's having a problem, so I apologize. These readings are a lot more complicated due to Jack's various conditions. His state as a fixed point makes him seamlessly exist in all times, no time at once. He's a paradox, and I'm very surprised the TARDIS could handle him on board. I'm talking to myself. You make a good point. The TARDIS couldn't stand me after I died. I wonder what made it different this time. We should look into that if we can. Yes, well, because you're so complex, it is going to take a while to root out everything and locate the elemental energy. Well, in the meantime, I guess there's a discussion that needs to happen. So, with all these little revelations, have we gotten any more ideas about the elements? There are 6 total, right?
Correct. Honesty, laughter, loyalty, kindness, generosity, and magic. I was thinking, if the elements really are all connected with Twilight and the Doctor, it would make sense that the Doctor is an element bearer too, right? That does make sense. It could explain part of why Discord was able to corrupt him as badly as he did.
But what element would the Doctor be? Definitely not honesty. No. Oh, sorry.
No way. Even I know that. I'm not sure laughter works either, though I didn't really know him before he was corrupted. He does use laughter a lot, but I feel it's more genuine a lot of the time.
You have a point there.
Do you think the Doctor, in his normal, non-cursed state, could be generosity? He was incredibly selfless and giving when adventuring with Derpy.
I think it makes sense, doesn't it? How he is constantly sacrificing himself, sharing the universe with others. He's always seeming to be giving something when he can.
Twilight, Derpy, do you think that the non-cursed... Okay, this is the same thing.
And compared to how selfish he is now.
You have a point there. It really does make a lot of sense. Then we need to ask Neil about the relationship of the Doctor, too. See if you can find the element in him as well.
This is the progress we need.
Have you tried out any magical method to search for the elements? Maybe you'll have an advantage being one yourself.
There's actually a spell in Star Scroll's notes that has to do with locating the elements in an emergency, but I'm still translating it right now. Once I learn the spell, we can finally be certain who they are.
Twilight, are you prepared to defend yourself against the Doctor if it really came down to it? The closer he gets to recovery, the more aggressive the curse becomes. You should limit your interaction with the Doctor or put some security measures in check. Even though Ditzy is capable of self-defense, she always freezes with him. Don't mistake your abilities for safety.
When it comes down to it, I'm a lot stronger than the Doctor, magically speaking. I can hold my own, but for now I'm staying in Torchwood until it's safe. I left a note at the library letting the Doctor know that I'm in a safe place for now.
Well, why not amethyst sparkler for laughter?
You really think Sparkler could be an element? That is such a big responsibility for me. I hate to put that on her. It's worth looking into. And with the climate of Equestria being more volatile, maybe it's best you bring the girls here.
Hey, maybe Torin could be the new laughter. Just a theory. Torin, could you represent the element of laughter? You may not be a jokester, but you certainly have a way of putting smiles on ponies' faces, even in the roughest of moments.
Me? I'm surprised you're suggesting me of all ponies. I'm flattered, and I won't deny laughter is my greatest weapon.
Well, we shouldn't rule out the possibility. I think it's possible.
I'm ready to join the Skittles Brigade.
Could Master be Generosity? He's been sparing a lot of resources, hasn't he?
Oh, sorry. You seriously think someone calling himself the Master is generous?
The master. He's only giving when it suits his needs.
Derby, back then, did the Doctor ever tell you about his nemesis, the Master?
No, she never said anything about that. At least I don't remember anything about that. Maybe it's best you didn't know about him.
Derby, Professor Pace is the Doctor's nemesis, the Master. The next time you meet up with the Master, don't trust anything he says.
It's true, Derby. Professor Pace was just an alias. He's a Time Lord, just like the Doctor, and yes, he was the Doctor's greatest enemy. Huh? No way! Professor Pace's advice has always been good. He never said anything bad to me ever. He's my friend.
Would be a real awkward time if Neo turns out to know about the Master.
He was the one who made sure I made it here to Torchwood. Well, it's true that he was the Doctor's enemy. I've only known him to have the greatest concern for the Doctor in these times. He was the Doctor's friend before he was his enemy.
His friend?
Well, okay, since we're all being out in the open now, Mr. Blue is the Master. He's the funding behind Torchwood. Is it generous? Not really. It's just doing what needs to be done.
Is every pony listening in on this conversation?
That's so cute. Flop. I'm talking to myself. So they've moved from the cities and are leaving bodies in the wild now. Nod.
Is she dead?
I wouldn't do that. It's nasty what happened. Blunt force trauma is the cause of death. They smashed her skull in and made sure you couldn't identify her with dental records or visual examination. A horn was sawn off while she was still alive, and after she was killed, her cutie mark was destroyed to ribbons. This time it was personal. If it wasn't for her coat and mane, plus the rise on arrest and the diamond dogs, we'd have no idea who she is. Trixie Lulumoon, the Canis Regina herself. I haven't had one of these since I got away from the diamond dog this last time, once again as a unicorn with talents in entertainment. The more murders there are, the better they're getting at covering their tracks. But there's a smell here, and it's unsettling. Do you mean? I smell sex between two ponies, Mare and Stallion. I think our unicorn murderers are two ponies. This time it was personal and sexual. We have two killers. One or both is using it for sexual stimulation. They're taking trophies, the horns from unicorns with talents in the entertainment field. At least one of them knew her on some personal level. The other smell, the masculine one smells familiar, but I can't put my hoof on it. It's been a very long time since I've smelled it. Forget how dark this thing gets.
Discord energy nearby. Piggybacking off his ability to time travel to mess with various key points in history, pretty clever, devious even. The more he tries to fix, the more he seals it in fate.
Tragic, isn't it? The things that make him who he is what's destroying the universe.
Bootstrap paradox?
I'm so glad he let me babysit the little infant mirror pool.
I see what you're doing, Discord. I have to say, this is some piss-poor chaos. It's predictable. It's even following patterns. Are you even really a god of chaos at all?
My shards are chaos, but my true form is madness. What I do might have calculation, but what it creates is destruction, pain, tragedy, and, of course, sheer chaos.
No, Discord. A puppet of the Master's madness. You're the one who's a puppet trapped by the sound of drums.
And yet, I will still get exactly what I want, and nothing can stop it. The story has been outlined, and there is no turning back.
Koshei's not gonna like this. Does Discord have his eyes on corrupting 2 Time Lords? This might be an effective way to do it. Poor Patience.
2 birds, 1 crystal. This is the beginning of the end.
Discord became out because everyone else got 2 scoops of ice cream, but he only got 1.
And it
Even-
wasn't even ice cream. It was pina colada sherbet. I hate coconuts.
Doc, please listen now. Discord is changing and warping our messages in order to manipulate and influence you. Do not trust any messages from us, for they may be tricks.
Why do you keep talking? I'd allow these kind of suggestions to go. Why do you keep thinking I'd allow these kind of suggestions to go through? Don't worry. You'll have your moment of glory, but I'll also have mine. I'll see you at the beautiful, terrible end.
Damn, whoever draws Discord is good.
Right? The guest artist, Ask Whiteblade.
Ooh, nice. You're doing so well. You're on your way to recovery, doing better for yourself. Phil's at super back at stage 1 again. Let me guess. Back in the bar again. When the anger subsides, this is the moment to haunt you forever. What have you done? Oh, doctor, what have you done? You gotta stop throwing people out of the jars, my guy.
And it's the best way to avoid the end result.
You were doing so well, Doc, and you let your hatred of the master get to you. You killed her. Do you have something to say?
I'm weak. I'm not strong enough to fight this darkness inside me.
I'm disgusted. She didn't deserve this. You have no ownership over her, and she's allowed to not tell you anything, just like at one point you're allowed to keep your life a secret from others. You don't get to hurt her for liking someone you hate. You don't get to pick and choose for her because clearly you're not good enough for her either. You should really take a good look at yourself now.
It wasn't about her. It was about the master.
What will a neurosurgeon think now that you've hurt? May killed patients after you also nearly killed him and taught him the value of life. Neurosurgeon at least had the ignorance of not knowing better. You have blood all over your hooves, doctor. Unlike Jack, you don't have the excuse of your victim being immortal.
It's neurosurgeon, I think.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry. Doctor, I know you can hear me. Please talk to me.
Doc, would it be possible for Neo to link Twilight up to similar manner when we tried to containing the curse? Just to be able to have more visual recollection of the events, and perhaps a way to try to observe the clone incident without actually setting yourself down in the past first. Like having a memory come out rather than place them back in, if that makes sense.
We shouldn't give up. You still have ponies who want to help you, and
You could never understand. I'm bound to destroy all of them. And you can't comprehend the level of loss that just occurred and will continue to occur. I don't need you.
oh no. Oh, Doc. It's so sad.
Hey, wait, how did you get drunk? Why didn't your TARDIS Anata stop you?
Oh, she tried.
Hey, Anata, you should try to help the doctor out.
She tried.
Fuck, this episode's a heartbreaker. Hey, Doc, you ever heard of Trixie? It seems she got her hooves on the Alicorn Amulet. It's a powerful magical artifact that can increase the magic potential of a unicorn or of an alicorn exponentially. That's how she became ruler of the Diamond Dogs. The only reason she started this war was to get Twilight. Do you think you could go back in time, get the amulet before Trixie did?
I'm not messing with this messed up timeline anymore.
My, what a wonderful storm of chaos you've become. My, such delightful chaos you've caused the poor master. He'd be so proud of you.
Just being what I'm meant to be. That's all.
Maybe embracing the darkness could be another option. You seem fed up with the expectations of others, and your shoulders hurt from the weight of the universe has on you. Perhaps this curse may be an opportunity to get the things you want. Maybe the energy that you put into others should be spent on yourself, which could lead to a reconciliation.
Just what I want. I haven't known what I've wanted in a long time. Nothing feels satisfying. And when it does, it gets taken away.
Man, everyone is just so greedy. You know nothing of any of this. You just want to lay in the TARDIS and never save anyone again? Go ahead. You've earned it. With how often you've saved the universe in the past?
I just want to rot.
Doctor, I just realized something. River Song was supposed to meet your future self and have her last date with him before she met you during the 10th regeneration. So since you ended up in Equestria, that altered the past and future of your timeline greatly. Doesn't that mean that since some of your dates plus your final date to River Song's death never happened, wouldn't that mean that your timeline back in your dimension is falling apart?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Have you ever considered starting over with a fob watch? You could start a new life, free from the doctor and the truth. Remember how happy you could have been last time?
I don't deserve a new or better life. I don't deserve to live, in all honesty.
Okay, good. The transmat is still active. Maybe now would be a good time to let us know if there's any other food supplies that you think you need. And we'll see if what we can do to help.
As much booze as you can manage, and butter.
Be careful, Doc. What if the Master or Jack try to capture you?
I like to see them try. I'm hiding somewhere no one would think to look.
Wait, what about the miracle, Doctor? What if this is the moment Discord infected the pool? What if at the very beginning it was the Doctor all along? Doctor, what if theoretically Discord only showed up because something attracted his attention to the mirror pool? Back when it was normal pond, say 2 Time Lords? Doctor, what if the reason the pool was corrupted was because of all your visits? It visits it right now.
That's exactly what happened. I'm sure of it. Damn it, I should have known better.
Well, don't keep us in suspense, good Doctor. Go on. Twilight's been overdue for her beating. Give her a smack kicker, trample her, stamp her horn, and shoot her. Just do her in like everyone else you've ever loved in the universe.
I thought about it. I actually thought about it. Everything is so much worse now.
Are you proud of yourself hurting one of the, if not last person / pony who is willing to help you, acting like a child who doesn't like it, that someone is spending time with, your friend, and even after that, I believe she's willing to forgive you.
I didn't want to. I just saw red and I couldn't stop it from happening. Like a prisoner in my own body.
You witnessed firsthand how Twilight reacted to finding out one of her friends murdered another one of her friends. And well, now that also applies to you. Bet Twilight wouldn't have let you off the hook so easily had she known what you actually did to Patience, you freaking murderer. After Twilight finds out what you did to Patience, she'll hate you, Doctor. What's Twilight going to think when she finds out you murdered Minuet? Twilight was involved with the Master once before, and that is what you murdered Minuet for.
Twilight is never going to see me again. Ever. This is it. I'm not going through this again.
Oh, you straight up murder, Patience. I didn't think you would sink that far. What exactly makes you different from the Master now? I guess Discord wins after all. Shame.
The Master has committed atrocities over multiple lives with no regrets. Even if he were to regret them now, I doubt he fully grasps goodness as a concept. But maybe we're not so different now. He was driven by the madness of the Trumps. And now I know they're with me.
Miri, what? Why would you violently abuse her? You're worse than the Master. There's no atonement, anointment for killing an innocent. Your black and white thinking have tainted you.
People like you are so bloody unreasonable. Killing one person is not worse than mandicide, planetary-wide slavery, and whatever the hell you want to call taking the last of humanity at the end of time and turning them into killing machines against the humans of the past. Oh, boo-hoo, you killed an innocent that is 50,000. Much worse than the guy who did it to millions for fun. Piss off.
Wow, Doc, first Derpy, then Jack, now Patience. Isn't any wonder there's no saving you? I'm sure Twilight's next. You almost heard it before. You pushed everybody away that has tried to help you. You see everybody as a traitor. Have you ever considered maybe you're the real traitor in all this? Maybe you should learn that everybody has skeletons in their closet, just like you.
Maybe I should stop it for good.
Derpy left because you were a danger to her well-being. That isn't something she needs to apologize for. No way. It in no way excuses how you abused her. You continue to prioritize your own well-being above all else, by refusing to even see her or the children you refuse to take responsibility for. So why is it okay for you to practice self-care, but when she did, it was betrayal?
Because she's not the one on the strings.
Oh, doctor, surely as someone interested in stories, you should recall that in the first telling of Jekyll's story, Hyde was manufactured. Just something the good doctor made up to avoid recompense for indulging his terrible habits. Well, doctor, I think it's time to drop the charade, to stop lying to yourself. It's time to start hiding from Hyde.
No. I can't let this keep happening. I can't let it infect everything around me.
Is it to be mere coincidence you broke off her horn, or is it just the start of something? Well, you have a disembodied horn now. Perhaps you were the unicorn killer all along. So, Doctor, or should I say Hyde, are you going to keep her horn, make it a souvenir? Toss.
I failed her again and again and again.
Keep fighting. I'll see you on the other side. What love patience must have for you to say something like that after being beaten so badly. Patience is their own being. It's sad to see this way, Doc, just this apathetic puppet, not even capable of your own actions anymore. Coward, worthless coward. Do you even care about Twilight or Dizzy? There is no doctor left. You are nothing. The universe would be better with you gone. Leave it to the real heroes, you worthless coward.
I am far, far worse than nothing. I'm just a parody.
Wow, you're pathetic. A few little lies and you snap like a twig. Maybe you deserve to be miserable. Maybe you're exactly where you should be. No one should bother saving you. Why should they?
I'm going to save myself. I'm going to save everyone.
Never cruel nor cowardly. I'd say that's both tenets broken now. You're no doctor. You're wholly undeserving of the name. You're the Valid, though. And though irredeemable, so congratulations, you've actually made me start rooting for the Master to finally end your miserable little life. And I hope it's in the worst, most excruciating way possible.
I won't let the Valiant infest this universe. I won't cause any more problems.
You know, Doc, nobody needs you. Why even try living? You see what happens when you try something good. Dr. Hyde controlled, you compelled each. Completely, you couldn't stop. You are a coward, but someone is controlling you, and there's nothing stopping them. So if there's any doctor left, and any of the man that killed his race, so the universe may live, kill yourself, in all sakes, kill yourself. You're a monster, murderer. I hope he was coming to you. The cloister bell is ringing. Dong. Can't hear the cloister bell jamming? Ding, ling, ling, ling. Dear doctor, it's time to heed the bell's toll. Yay, she's back. The reunion of the Doctor and the Master. I wonder what the Master will do once he learns what happened to Patience. What's the Master going to think when he finds out you killed his girlfriend? I don't think you want to piss off the Master. You know, he's a monster when he's angry. Dong.
You couldn't just leave her out of this. You just had to have your way in the end. The oncoming storm threw a fit like a petulant foal and killed the only one that wanted to really help you. You killed my patience, and now my patience has run out. So now I'm done playing. I'm done trying to protect the world from you, letting you have your freedom. So here I am, Doctor. I'm now your jailer, your warden, and your judge.
Damn. I love your wings. I hope you keep them this time.
You took her from me. You tortured her, and you broke off her horn off. So I'm taking your wings. And I'm taking your TARDIS's avatar from you. And if you cross me, the next thing I will take from you, I will force you to watch as Derpy, Amethyst, and Dinky stare into the heart of the TARDIS, and you will watch all of them burn.
Damn.
I must say, Miss Octavia, you are one of the most talented musicians to grace my ears. My pleasure. What a fool for me, for letting me go. And yet, a bastard for giving me a taste of something so delicious that it makes every pleasure dull.
Horns, wings, a boatload of regeneration energy tossed right in the time vortex. I'm sure nothing catastrophic could happen off that, right? Oh, I have a feeling that she's the unicorn killer.
Why don't you just kill me?
The short answer is that it bore me to do so. The other short answer is that she didn't want you dead, so I won't kill you. At least, not yet. No wonder your TARDIS acts out. You're treating her like a mule. What a waste of a good old girl. You realize she extended herself just to send out a distress signal? She's been pushed far past her limits, and you don't even care. You can't keep on the road of recovery the way she'd have liked, but I can keep you from hurting anyone else. We both know death's too good for you, so you'll be coming with me. I'm commandeering your TARDIS as well. I won't be gainsaid. So here's how we're going to handle all of this.
Due to the danger the doctor is in his current state, I advise you locate and detain him in a secure facility with a comfy cell where the doctor, when contained, would feel safe and calm and possibly set up runes to block Discord's effect.
Now, do I become an experiment? A slave? Just a miserable prisoner?
Yes, a miserable prisoner for a miserable jailer. You just don't get it. All you've taken from me, all she's sacrificed for you. And here I am, alone, suffering, and once more, it's all your fault. She's now gone off to her next adventure, and I can only hope she has room for me when I go to meet her. She was finally happy, you know. She was finally free. Can you even understand that? No time war, no lobotomized TARDIS, and no doctor to lie to her and break her heart. And to think she had wanted to help you. So no, you're not leaving, and I refuse to let you die. I need time to heal, Doctor, and I'm going to take time to mourn her. I suggest you occupy yourself until I can trust myself to be near you.
Wait.
No.
Please, I'm begging you, just get this over with and kill me. It's better off for the whole universe. I can't stop myself from meddling, from destroying. It's the only way it's going to stop.
Well done, Doctor.
Well, at least he put me in his zero room so I can heal up.
Perhaps you're not like him. Perhaps at times you can be worse. You know you can be better, though. You've dug yourself into quite a hole. First stop digging, then try climbing. Nothing like him? Well, sure, the master never hit me anyway, but have you?
We're two sides of a coin, the master and I. We can be just as capable of bad as we are good.
Doctor, if anyone's to blame for your relapse, I guess it would be us. After all, we're the ones who told you about patience and the master. Was that any of your business? Was it any of yours?
I have a feeling Discord would have found a way to make me find out one way or another.
I get it, you're mad. Everyone else is holding you accountable, but who's holding the master accountable? Has he really answered for all his terrible things he's done? Do his kids and associates know about his crimes? And yet you're expected to air your laundry to everyone in every dimension. They smell of double standard.
I have no idea what he has or hasn't answered to. If Minuet felt that he changed, then something must be different.
This whole time you've been keeping your distance to protect everyone, haven't you, Doc? Not just from what you might do, but to keep the chaos energy away. Wow, we were so quick to judge you, and it turns out you never stopped being a hero.
Maybe that's part of it. But I was too bitter to admit it.
No, Doc. You're more than just some puppet. You always help everyone, even when you needed help. You made a lot of people happy, though, throughout the adventures, even when some bad things happen.
But maybe those days are over. I can't have this awful duality. It's dangerous to everyone.
We're still here whether you like it or not. Sometimes we hurt you, sometimes we help you. No matter how bad you get, we'll try and work out ways to get rid of the damn curse. Time and time again, our best intentions will be sabotaged, and our worst intentions will be presented to hit hard. Yet we'll keep trying.
I can tell there are a lot less of you now, though. That many of you are gone. Probably sick and tired of me.
Twilight's showing you genuine care and understanding, and she's right. Substance abuse fundamentally changes your brain chemistry. I'll bet the chaos magic has fundamentally changed it as well. Recovery is a squiggly line, and it's okay. What's important is going for as long as stretch as you can, trying to be better in between falling back into bad stuff. It's so as hell, but so are you can do this. Down as tiny text.
Do I really have a choice at this point?
Boop.
Welcome home. Mama. I'm happy to be back. But girls, we need to talk about some important things that I've been quiet about, things that are going to change. Come with me. Firstly, it's getting too dangerous in Equestria right now. I'm afraid it's not safe for us to stay here. That's why all of us are going to move to a secret base together.
A secret base? That sounds exciting. It's probably going to be pretty boring there, actually.
The thing about the secret base is we're all trying to help the doctor, and there's maybe even a way you could help.
So he'll be back to normal? There's no normal after the stuff he's done.
I know it's hard to understand, Jinky, but all these very bad things he's doing, it's not his fault. He's very sick with a curse, and that curse makes him awful. He needs us now more than ever to cure him.
You know it won't be the same.
I know it won't be the same, but I can't leave him like that. I know he's suffering inside, and he never wants to be like this. I won't make you girls do anything, I promise, but we need to be sure of what you can do for him.
I want to help, Mama. It's better to get this fixed.
Maybe one of you should go try and find Minuet, or get more details. Jack, is there a way we could find Minuet to make sure she's alright?
Damn, no point. The master already let me in on what happened. Called it a fixed point and that he's already taken care of the body.
Oh hey, Twilight's wings are gone again. Do your wings come out on command, Twilight? Twilight, what happened to your wings?
Yes, my wings. They faded away after a bit, but I can still feel them. I think right now it's a matter of whether they come out or not, and I still don't feel ready to take back the throne.
Wait, Twilight. That Gallifreyan book you're reading and translating was written by Starswill? Maybe he was your world's version of a Time Lord before they were wiped out.
Oh, no, it's not actually Gallifreyan. He saw the Master's writing and created his own secret language that was a mix between Equestrian and Gallifreyan. It's quite complicated.
Wait, isn't Rarity still alive? Don't they need to at least talk to her and have her relinquish her element before another can accept said element?
We examined her. She's much like Applejack in that there are only crumbs left behind where the element would have been.
I think we just found the new element of honesty. Welcome to the team, Torin.
Whoa,
Well,
hey.
oh.
Sorry. Whoa, hey, laughter I could agree with, but trust me, I have lied plenty of times. To save my ass, honesty is not one of my greatest virtues.
While we're looking at the Doctor's corrections, what about the TARDIS? Generosity, maybe? Amata can't leave the TARDIS, you can't scan her at Torchwood, but maybe Neo can send a signal to his sonic self and try to gain a reading from inside.
The TARDIS, that's interesting. She's alive after all. We'll definitely have to check in with Neo on that.
It's really hard to say what the limitations of the elements are and what they can and can't choose as hosts.
What about the girls, Ditzy? Could they be element bearers? Sparkler seems like she might be a match for Laughter at the very least.
Would the other two be Dinky and Sparkler? I could definitely see Sparkler's Laughter, and Dinky is brutally honest.
Oh, this is so cool. This is where Uncle Neo is living now?
Yeah, and he's going. Oh,
Yeah, he's going to give you to a checkup.
It kind of smells sweaty in here.
Oh, just from all the hard work that goes on. You get used to it.
If the Doctor is a potential element, so too must be the Master. He threw the first Grand Galloping Gala. Perhaps he is Laughter. Do you think the Master could perhaps be an element?
I don't want to picture the elements choosing the master of all ponies, but I can't rule out the possibility either. He's been trying to change, and maybe they see that. And if it were any element, laughter sounds like the best fit, though his laugh isn't always for the benefit of others.
Apart from Derby, Twilight, and Jack, the Doctor seems to have very few close bonds with anyone in this universe. The closest ones I can think of are Neo, Sparkler, and Dinky. The Master, albeit not a positive bond. Octavia, also not a positive bond. Possibly Tantamount, the TARDIS herself, and, well, Minuet.
Oh, Tantamount would be another good one to catch if we can find him. Yeah. Tantamount? A changing that mimicked the Doctor and was biologically changed because of it, and became a queen. Prince? King?
If we could identify the unique energy signature that Derby and Twilight share, then could you build something to track it? That could be useful in finding the other elements.
I'm so close to translating that tracking spell, and when I do, I'm going to have Neo help me master the spell, maybe even enhance it or make it accessible to any pony.
Now that the Doctor is corrupted again, what are you all going to do now?
All we really can do is make as much progress as fast as we can with our research. We're getting somewhere. I just know it.
Twilight,
Why are you more concerned with the Doctor than Minuet?
That's not true. Minuet wouldn't want any of us to give up on the Doctor, no matter what happened to her. I've just lost so many friends that I guess I've gotten numb to it. Dissociation, I think. I'm trying to be strong.
Encountering either the Master or Jack might make him relapse again, Neo. You have to contact the other yous. The one with the Master and Minuet, and the one with the Doctor. Neo, if the other you doesn't tell him, and he's kept in the dark, there'll be other ponies hurt by him.
I've lost contact with the Sonic that's with the Doctor. I admit I felt a momentary sense of dread as he destroyed it. I hadn't thought of that as something he might do. Oh dear, as for the one with Master and Minuet, I am the one that was with them. That was in the past.
Twilight, even if you tell Jack that as long as he's infected, you can't change his mind that the Doctor might have to be killed. The Doctor and Jack used to have a close connection, but after the incident, I don't think their bond is close anymore. Jack is infected with Discord's magic.
I believe with the right mediators, things can be mended. The curse is not unbreakable, and I've already proven that before.
Twilight, how could you describe your feelings for the Doctor? Do you love him? Did you ever love him? Or would you describe yourself as more intimate friends than lovers of any kind? If there hadn't been the pressure of the timeline, would you have seen yourself continuing a relationship with him?
It's really complicated. I don't love him like I want to marry him and have foals or anything, or even a committed relationship, but we're far more than just friends with benefits. If things were different, maybe I'd want more, but I understand logically that neither of us are ready for a serious relationship.
Twilight, you need to stay away from the Doctor now, or at the very least have a significant safety plan to be able to fight back. Derby, Jack, Octavia, now Minuet. There's a pattern developing here, and you're next. In the past, you said he would never hurt you, but please recognize that that's not truthful in the slightest.
I'm going to do my best to make sure that I'm never caught alone, not by the Doctor or any of my potential threats. Derpy has been teaching me some of the self-defense she's learning too.
Neo and earlier that said earlier that the curse was almost alive. Is it possible that it could be partially sentient?
If magic is strong enough, it can become sentient, which goes for curses too.
It seems like Discord's control of the Doctor always goes back to what the Doctor was shown in the Cave of Truth. So I feel like finding out and understanding what that was is an important priority. If whatever that was could be resolved in the Doctor's mind, it could greatly lessen the curse over him.
I don't even know where to start. We need to prepare for the worst possibilities and be willing to work with them to accept them.
Alrighty, everyone, it's time to find out if we found any more element bearers.
End of page. Dun dun dun.
Damn, this one was a roller coaster.
And